Trinidad and Tobago is a true melting pot of cultures. Out of this pot, our unique flavors come to life. I'm Renee, and here on Simply Local, we cook some of our favorite local recipes or put a Trini spin on international cuisine. So join me on Simply Local as we celebrate food from a Trinbagonian's perspective. Hey guys, welcome back. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to do more breakfast items. So I thought to myself, what is our favorite Trini breakfast? Everyone loves fry bake, and what goes well with fry bake? Saltfish. So today I'm making fry bake and saltfish. Now, and lots of people make fry bake and saltfish different ways. This is just the way I love to make it. So let's begin. So to start things going, I have flour here, and I have the all-purpose flour from Cuisine. And I'm going to put about 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, I have salt. I'm using baking powder. I know a lot of people like to use yeast, but I prefer baking powder. This helps the bake to float, or what we like to say float. And I'm putting a little bit of sugar just to add to the flavor. And also to add to the flavor, I love adding butter. Right? I believe it adds this richness to the bake that regular bakes don't have. I'm going to mix this together with my hands. Now you guys know I don't love to be in flour and knead, but if I had a great fry bake, it's just so soft and so fluffy. I love fry bake, guys. Like if I could eat that every day, I would. I actually just got back from vacation and I literally ate that every day for breakfast. It was so good. I really do enjoy fry bake. And I love fry bake with many things, you know. Fry bake and saltfish is one of my favorites. So I have some lukewarm water here, and I'm just going to add a little bit at a time and just keep mixing it. You really want to develop a nice smooth and soft dough, and a little at a time we just keep adding the water. So you see it came together as a ball. Now at this stage we need to knead it for at least 8 minutes for the gluten strands to develop in it, right? So 8 minutes you're gonna knead it. If you don't like kneading it in a bowl, it's fine to knead it on the surface. Alright guys, so I finished kneading my dough, and as you can see, it's really soft to touch, and that's what we really want. Right, so I'm gonna place it in the bowl now. I'm gonna cover it and leave it to sit for about 20 to 25 minutes. So while the bake is resting, we're going to see about our saltfish. Now I have some pre-boiled saltfish here, as well as some vegetables that we're going to saute. So I have a pot here on medium, and I'm going to add the Cuisine soybean oil. I'm going to add my garlic. I have onion. I have tomatoes here. I can't have saltfish without tomatoes. I love the addition of tomatoes in saltfish. And I like adding sweet peppers. Again, we're playing on colors here. As you can already see, the dish is looking already vibrant and lovely. I love, guys, when I have that bite of saltfish, I get that bite as well from the vegetable. So just as much as saltfish I have, just as much as veg I have. I just love veg in the saltfish. I'm just going to add some black pepper. I'm not adding any salt because, well, the saltfish is already salted. Right? And I'm going to give this a mix. So I have some fresh parsley here, as well as some sage. I also learned once from a friend. So in a pan, she heated the oil and the garlic, and she had the pre-boiled saltfish and all the vegetables into a bowl already. And once the oil was hot, she poured everything over the saltfish and the vegetables, and all she did was mix it together. And I saw that and I was kind of mind blown, because I was like, all my life I've learned it this way and I've never known it to be that way. So I found it was interesting. So from then I knew a lot of people make it differently, but it tasted really great as well though. So I like a little acidity to my dish, so I'm just gonna roll a line here and cut it open, and right over the dish I'm gonna squeeze some lime into it. This gives the dish a little kick, you know, and it adds more flavor as well. Right, so we're just gonna give this a quick mix, and it's that simple, guys, and it looks amazing. It tastes great as well. So let's go back to the bake. We're gonna roll them out, put them to rest again, and then we're gonna fry them. So my dough has been well rested. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna separate the dough into little balls, and I'm gonna roll them, and we're gonna set them and let them rest again. So I have my pot here and the oil is hot and ready, and I have my bakes, right? So I'm gonna drop them in. And once you see the bottom part start to brown, you can go ahead and flip it over. Alright guys, so here we have it, our final products. We have our great bakes, and they're so soft and so fluffy, and our saltfish buljol that smells amazing and tastes amazing as well. So I'm gonna try it. Guys, a little rule of thumb, if you're baking anything or making anything, try not to use stale baking powder. I learned the hard way today that I had some old baking powder, and let's just say my bakes weren't bakes, they were like flatbreads, and that's not what we want. This is what we want. You see when you burst open that gorgeous pocket you're gonna get there, that airiness, that's how you know you have a great bake. Right from the time you could pull, and you could actually pull apart and you have space to put a filling, that's what we want. So I'm gonna add some saltfish now. And like I said in the beginning, saltfish is my favorite to have with fry bake. But feel free to have this with choker, you can have some aloo, anything that you like. And don't forget, if you like as well, you can add your pepper. Good, so I'm gonna have it here, and let's try. Oh my god. The bake is so soft, guys, so soft. And the saltfish hits in the right spot, oh my god. So you guys ever stop by a breakfast place or even by a friend's or family house and you wonder how to make this bake and how to get it so soft and so nice? Guys, try this simple recipe. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. As always, the full recipe is on eatahfoodtt.com, or you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below what you like to have your fry bake with. And enjoy, guys. Until next time, bye.